The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Right back to him on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
14, DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. 36 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The extra point is good.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here. Back at the 21-yard line.
Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's got some space here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Foster. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to Robert
Foster. 30 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards the pickup there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run with Dobbins, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Check. Mike 50. Check right.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The score, Seahawks 14, Ravens 7.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st down, Seattle.
And to give this time to the tailback. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Ravens 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they try the right side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
The kicker.
A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
First and 10.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. Some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
4th down.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's 4th down.
Defense wins championships, baby. 35's the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 5, Mike 5. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the... And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Seahawks first down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st down Seahawks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it is.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Seattle.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and through. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Hey, middle.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All day, every day, any day. Watch out.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
49-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Wilson. open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert, alert.
Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Yards to go.
They go play action now. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. And they give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Another carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
59. Ravens 7.
Now Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
32-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And now look at him go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And some room to roam now. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Dobbins looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. A shotgun snap and a good to Dobbins. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home,
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8, second and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37.
A gain of 26 yards.
And Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.